Mikey was doing a video about responding to JW's blaming ex-Jehovah Witnesses for the German tragedy, and I agree with what he said. It's something that could make it more serious in the future, that the teaching of the Watchtower and the belief that everything comes from the Watchtower to the people through the governing body, through the Holy Spirit. And we have seen that that is not true, but as like we did, we believed it, and that's how Jehovah Witnesses are. They perceive as what the Watchtower has said, what the governing body has said, is that those who are ex-witnesses are evil or mentally ill, because they don't want you to talk to us, because we might tell you something that may make you unprogram yourself to come out of this organisation, this business that's trying to make money out of Kingdom Halls and taking the money from the congregations that already had brought spent the money on the Kingdom Halls, and now the Watchtower claims that it owns them all when it was the congregations that own them. But the danger in the Hamburg thing is how the Watchtower has reacted. Kimmy said about that the churches in Hamburg wanted to have a meeting, and the spokesman from the Watchtower said, "Oh, no, we don't want to." Well, we obviously know why and what the Watchtower believes over that issue. But I would say to you, Jehovah Witnesses, you need to practice what you preach. You claim that you are loving and caring, but without preaching, in Corinthians it says that if you do not have love, then you are nothing. And isn't that exactly what we see with the Watchtower, the governing body, and the members of Jehovah Witnesses, including the elders, in the congregations towards ex-Jehovah Witnesses, people that they claim apostates that know the truth about their lies, because their eyes have been opened. So the Watchtower's got to call them something to shut them up. And we're condoning any violence. The majority of Jehovah Witnesses who are ex-witnesses and apostates would not do what this guy did. But the Watchtower has to learn that it needs to take away its shunning policy. The elders need to help people who are maybe wanting to come back, and that the selfish elders, which are making it more difficult for people to come back in, then lose their nut and do what this guy did, because he's been completely shunned. And we don't know whether the public and the press understand what shunning is. So the Watchtower will put fear to say that apostates now will come to attack Kingdom Halls and the Jehovah Witnesses. Now, most people who have gone to the memorial to demonstrate, the elders have turned round and said, your visiting thing has been revoked. So they're not even allowed to go anywhere near the Kingdom Hall. But it's not true. We're not there to seek to be violent. We're here to be loving and caring. and that is the truth. Like that we saw with the guy who killed his wife in the Kingdom Hall outside. The elders and the elders in Germany have got to be responsible for their arrogance of not helping people that need help. Even if it's mental health, the Watchtower has created that event by the belief in the system of the person, because they can't get any help. And when there's no love, then it becomes hatred. So you Jehovah Witnesses have got it wrong. We don't hate anybody. Mike's explaining the system in which we have been trained to believe, from the business of the Watchtower down, so that we will think totally opposite to normal civilized thinking that apostates will come and kill people, which we won't. We condone it, and we are sincerely sorry for the loss of life in Germany. But criticising ex-Jehovah Witnesses that are only trying to tell people the truth about the Watchtower, you know, each individual one of us have been stopped from seeing our families because of the shunning policy. And we sincerely used to believe it, but now in a civilised world we see that it's wrong. If other people who have mental problems are not helped by the elders, and the elders are arrogant and selfish and don't get them to go to a doctor or help and support, or from ex-Jehovah Witness groups to get support, more of this may happen in the future, because of the doctrine and the belief that the elders say that they're the judges, that they can rule people's lives and treat them like dirt, and treat them like that, you know, they need to help people, instead of making them wait and not speak to them. If there's a mental health problem, they need to deal with it straight away. I don't want to go on any more than that. But in Corinthians it says, this is not preaching, this is just a fact. In Corinthians it says, if you have no love, then it's empty, it's dead. And that is what the Watchtower is. It is empty, it is dead. There is no love, only hatred towards ex-Jehovah Witnesses and apostates. But the apostates and the Jehovah Witnesses care about the people that are in the Watchtower. We don't hate anybody, and we don't hate Jehovah Witnesses. So we send our love to everybody that